I'd like to call to order the Utility Service Board for the City of Lawrence on this, the 23rd day of January 2024. We do have 3 members present in person, and we have a 4th member who has been appointed, who is observing tonight by internet connection. So we do have a quorum. First order of business, the minutes were sent out to members for their review by email. Minutes of the January 9, 2024 meeting. I would entertain a motion that we approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those nay. Those are approved. Second order of business, the claims were sent out to members for their review by email. I would entertain a motion that we approve the payment of the claims.
So moved.
Second.
And moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those nay. It is approved. Report of our utility superintendent. Paul.
Good evening. Lawrence Utilities is seeking approval of task order number 3 with BLN Engineering in the amount of $7,500. This is for additional survey work that's needed for New Well 11 in the Fort Harrison well field. They need to do the additional survey work so they can complete the design phase of the new building. And we recommend approval of that. We're also seeking approval of change order number 2 for the Brookside Park Water Utility Improvements Phase 2A project in the amount of $200,000. This is to add a line item to the contract for unforeseen conditions that are encountered out in the field during construction. This is something that's normally included in all our projects, but for some reason, it was removed from the contract documents prior to the award of the project, which has caused a little bit of a delay with a situation that's arose out in the field. So we'd like to add that in. It will require approval from the engineer and me and the rest of the utility management before they're allowed to use that funding in that line item, but it'll prevent further delays on the project that could slow it down. We recommend approval of that. We also have 3 account adjustments on the agenda tonight, and we recommend approval of all 3 of those. Other than that, it's just been business as usual moving forward.
Very good. Any questions?
I have a question. With the $200,000, I know that generally we're still within our budget.
Yes, ma'am.
We're still within our budget by making this change.
We have that in the capital funds to cover that, yes.
Okay. Any further? Well, thank you, Paul. Unfinished business. Election of chair and co-chair, that was tabled at our last meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to chair it again until we have all 5 members present.
Okay. Is there a second? Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those nay. That is approved. New business. I would entertain a motion for approval of change order number 2 from Midwest Paving LLC to increase the cost of the WUI Phase 11.
2A.
Is it 2A?
Yes, sir.
Brookside Park project by $200,000.
What exactly are they doing for $200,000?
That's just for unforeseen circumstances. So if we come across a storm sewer that wasn't picked up on the survey, they have to adjust their grade. They add fittings to get down underneath of it.
Okay.
They weren't originally in the contract. This line item prevents us from having to wait until the next USB meeting and then the next USB meeting if they encounter them, which slows the project down.
So is this like a not to exceed number, so once we get done?
Yes, sir. And hopefully we won't expense that full 200K. It's
It comes in at
just as a
150,
cushion in
that's
case we
all.
need it to keep it from stopping the project.
Okay,
Okay, well, we still need a motion.
I'll make the motion, thank you.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Now we can have our discussion.
I kind of got the cart ahead of the horse, didn't I?
Okay, any further questions? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. Would entertain a motion for approval of task order number 3 from Beam, Longus, and Neff for $7,500 for additional survey work.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. Account adjustments, we have 3 this evening. I would entertain a motion for approval of a sanitary sewer adjustment at 10775 Indian Lake Boulevard, South Drive, for $521.19 due to a service line leak in the crawl space.
Second.
And moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. Account adjustment number 2, I would entertain a motion for approval of a sanitary sewer adjustment at 12211 Meadowfield Circle for $622.93 due to a slab leak.
Moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Not all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. Item number 3, I would entertain a motion for approval of sanitary sewer adjustment at 4908 Happy House Drive for $361 due to a service line leak. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Happy House Drive, never heard of that.
Okay.
Where's that at, Paul?
Off of 46th Street, I think it's in the, no? It's a good question. I thought it might have been in Silver Spring, but it may be part of the Winding Ridge.
Lived here all my life, never heard of Happy House Drive.
Okay. Any other discussion?
No, sir.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. We do not have any remonstration of ratepayer dispute regarding disconnect notice, and we do not have any citizens' comments, to my knowledge. Entertain a motion, we adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Trailer park.